HC 522 would request the Virginia Department of Energy to study the impacts of data center development on Virginia's environment, economy, energy resources, and ability to meet carbon reduction goals. This is a request from my constituents in Gainesville and Haymarket in Western Prince William County, who are concerned about the long-term effects of construction of data centers on the local land, historical sites, and waterways, as well as their quality of life and property values. This is particularly pertinent and urgent with the recent announcement of Amazon wanting to invest $35 billion with a B in data centers throughout the Commonwealth. Northern Virginia is already the data center capital of the world, and we need to know what we're getting ourselves into with an expansion of an already booming industry that consumes a massive amount of water and energy and often requires substations and high voltage transmission lines to supply it. The study includes examining electricity supplies and demand, ratepayer impacts, and Virginia's ability to meet its climate goals. The study also asks for an assessment of the progress that data centers have made in sourcing their energy needs from renewable energy sources, the impacts of concentrated data center development on air quality, wildlife, and water resources, and the role of Virginia's tax incentives in producing benefits for certain localities at the expense of other taxpayers and impacted residents. And Mr. Chair, I'll just note, a constituent of mine, her name is Bridget Bell from Gainesville. She sent me this photo of what it looks like in Western Prince William when you see data center construction at 10 p.m. at night. I have been to Finland, Mr. Chairman, and I have seen the midnight sun in the summer. It is not this bright. This is what it looks like in Western Prince William. And this was the quality of life issue that my constituents are dealing with. And Mr. Chairman, as you would say, all this bill does is, in its most simple form, is ask us to look at what we're doing before we do it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Delegate Roem. And I need to tell you right now, you're in #1 ranking in my office for the most email contacts I had on any one piece of legislation. More have blown up my inbox on your measure than all the others, I think, put together. Unfortunately, they haven't been to support it, I'm just saying. But anyway, are there those in the audience to be heard in support of HJR 522? And we're going to limit this to 2 minutes back to the original time frame.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Alexander McCauley on behalf of the American Battlefield Trust. These data centers are having a major impact on battlefields and our efforts to preserve them, and we hope that the bill will receive favorable, the resolution will receive favorable consideration. Thank you.
Others in support?
Wyatt Gordon from Virginia Conservation Network. We are also in support. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Miles Laurie on behalf of the Data Center Coalition. Mr. Chairman, we have concerns that the scope of the study far exceeds the Department of Energy's portfolio. The resolution calls for the Department of Energy to evaluate the impacts of data center development on air quality, wildlife, and water resources, as well as the role of tax incentives and whether Virginia should provide tax incentives for data centers. We believe these elements are far beyond the purview of the Department. We hope you'll defeat the resolution. Thank you.
All right, thank you. My apologies to all those in the waiting room, so please come forward.
Thank you. My name is Mary Ann Gadfan. I'm a lifelong resident of Western Prince William County. And as you can see in my background are the massive transmission lines that run through our properties. Data centers have been great for Virginia. Let's keep Virginia open for business. Please oppose this bill. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. Paige Snyder. I'm a farmer in Prince William County. This bill would allow the state to undermine and circumvent a local land use decision that has already been made in Prince William County. Please oppose it.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Sally Chandler. I'm a retired teacher and resident of Prince William County. I oppose HJ 522, which targets the Prince William Digital Gateway. I don't believe Delegate Roem has done her homework, and yet our supervisors here in Prince William County have done their homework and exhaustively, and they voted to allow the Prince William Digital Gateway to proceed because the effects of this digital gateway will only be positive for our county and our state. Thank you so much.
Yes, so Mr. Chairman and to the members here, the first thing is, as a study, it does not undermine what's already going on in Western Prince William with their recently approved comprehensive plan amendment, although they are still going through a rezoning application process that is not completed. This is looking at this statewide. This goes beyond just the scope of Western Prince William, though it is certainly intended to very much inform what is going on in Western Prince William. And the last thing on this I will say is that in the 9 years that I was a reporter covering Western Prince William and dealing with a lot of data center issues and such, I dealt with a lot of controversial issues. Every time these data centers come up in Western Prince William County, it pits the community against each other. this is one of the things I want us to really take a look about, is that whenever this comes up, it's happening in Prince William today. What happens when it comes to Caroline? What happens when it goes to Rockingham? What happens when it goes somewhere else? So thank you, Mr. Chairman.